All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Hakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And this topic is going basically into guys that are new into this truth when it comes to when you should say something and when you shouldn't say anything, or for the simple fact that you shouldn't be over righteous when you come into this truth, because even when you come into this truth, just because you think you have a step up hand on people in the world doesn't mean it will work the same way on brothers. Or just for the simple fact that you shouldn't really be saying too much if you're pretty much a novice in this truth. Your sole part of doing this truth is, of course, to learn and study. That goes before saying anything out of your mouth when you're doing this truth, especially when it comes to something spiritual in this truth. And then you gotta be able to equate what someone is saying, because there's one guy. I won't show his profile on this, but I was basically commenting to a brother that, because he does beautiful videos on pretty much showing giving you an idea what the kingdom of heaven can look like. And I said, I can't wait. You had a God apparently that quote unquote or just follows the truth and basically a rookie, and he's commenting trying to correct me, and he don't even understand what the words mean. I said, I can't wait for the Lord to come back in the kingdom, come back to get us out of this place. He says, correction, you can wait. Well, let's get the definition of wait. It says to wait, look for, hope, expect, to wait or look eagerly for. Now, if I can wait, what am I looking for? If I'm looking to get out of this place, shouldn't I be? Shouldn't I? I should be? We should be saying that we can't wait to get out of this place because we don't want to be here. Saying that you can wait is basically saying that you want to be here. This is the problem with guys that are new in this truth that don't understand spirituality when it comes to these words. And if it was like another novice, maybe you could say it to each other. Or you shouldn't really be saying that at all. You shouldn't be commenting on the page unless you're saying the water for the lesson. There should be no correction. No, that's that over righteous pride that you have that shouldn't even be a thing. That goes for anybody that's new in this truth. You're when you're new, you're there to learn. That's why you're a newborn babe. You're supposed to take in. You're supposed to listen. When you sit there and listen, you gain wisdom and understanding. But that takes time. That doesn't mean you just get it overnight just because you've been in the truth for a year or two. That's not a thing. You gotta be patient with these things. So actually, I'm gonna get a scripture. Actually, um, I'm also getting to this one as well because the first one was out of the Blue Letter. This is also out of the Merriam-Webster as well. Um, the word wait, it says to stay in a place in expectation of a wait. To let's see. To delay serving. Let's go down further. I must have clicked on something. Oh, no, I didn't. But it still gets to the point. It says to remain stationary, readiness or expectation, to pause for another to catch up, to look forward expectantly, to hold back expectantly. So to wait for something, you basically suffering, which is what that word basically means, is to suffer. When you gotta wait on something, it could be for example, uh a new game or a new movie that's about to come out. Hell, even a new TV, a new car, and you'd be like, "Oh, I can't wait to get that." Knowing full well that you can't get it. and not until it comes out, which means you gotta suffer. It's the same way as in this truth. We are well grown. We teach that we know that we're going to be suffering in this place because we got to sit here and deal with all the mess that we got to deal with. These are the things we teach as it is. But these are the things that newer brothers have to learn in order to be able to say things like these. So this is that's not the one. All right, here we go. This is Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes is 7:16. It says, be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? And that's the problem when you guys, some guys that are new into this truth, they gain a sense of I would say even a more so of a boundary of pride when, and like I said, this is basically over righteousness. That's basically what it is. You got these guys that's basically over righteous, and they don't know what position they're in, what position they really even at. When you're new, you're a babe. You can't you will never hear of a baby telling an adult what to do or correcting an adult who's been, or you don't even see a baby correcting a child because the child would know more than the baby does. So that's the same way in this truth. So let me get this other scripture and I'm gonna close out on that because this is just to make a quick point. This is Proverbs 10:14. Wise men lay up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. So, like even with the other Archimedes camp says, if you're new, shut the hell up and listen. You're supposed to be learning, not trying to correct brothers when you're not even spiritually groomed in this truth. You're still a novice. You are still learning. You're not a teacher yet till you've been doing the teaching. A year or two of going out doesn't really make you a teacher. I mean, it does, but you're not groomed enough to actually correct another brother who's been teaching more, or unless it was out of wickedness, out of righteousness to correct that brother who's been going off. But you have to understand these words. You have to understand parables. You have to understand the wisdom and knowledge of what a brother is actually saying. You can't come off and say correction. The number one, that was out of pride right there. Because if you was going to say that, you was going to say it in a better manner. You saying correction, that was out of pride. That was off in itself. You guys that are new, learn your place, learn the role. That's basically all it is. Learn the role. That's like me going up to telling an elder or an apostle, correction, this, and that. I can't say that shit. I'm not supposed to say that shit. I'm supposed to back down and lay off unless you know for a fact that, of course, with other witnesses, that you know that elder or apostle or brother is going off. If he's not going off, there's no such thing as correction. You just don't have the wisdom and knowledge, and it's just that clear to the point. So I'm gonna read it one more time. This is Proverbs 10:14. It says, wise men lay up knowledge. When you're new in this truth, you really don't have no knowledge. That's why you won't see newer brothers become apostles. Hell, an elder doesn't become an apostle until he's deemed one. You can't just claim yourself to be an apostle unless you have been deemed one. That's how our elders and teachers, apostles, been doing it. They've been doing it longer. They've been doing it 30 years, 20 years. They have been deemed that. Newer brothers, you ain't deemed anything until you are actually proven to be deemed of something worthy as such as that. So I'm gonna read it again. Wise men lay up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. So when you say something, you got to be careful of what you're saying. That goes for me or any other brothers, because we can even slip up and say something as stupid as that. This is why prayer is always important, and to know what you're saying, what the words you mean, what the brother's words mean out of spirituality, and these are all key points. Because if you don't know these points, someone's going to come back and correct you on something you try to correct the brother with that was not even relevant. It's not you. Newer brothers are supposed to be learning. If you're going to make a comment, make your comment short. Make it if you're learning, all you need to say is the water for the lesson. That's it. You don't have no business saying that nothing more, especially if you don't even do videos like that. Especially if you've been slacking off of videos, especially with the guy that tried to correct me. Haven't done the video in 2 years. 6 months ago, I'm surprised I just now seeing this message. But 6 months ago, he has the nerve to correct me. I can understand if it was another brother that's actually been in his truth longer, that's actually done way more videos than 6 videos within a year. You guys that are new, y'all need to shut down. Plain and simple. With that, shalom.